Is it somebody right on my call? This is the moment you're meant to know.
Like time through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? How are you? How are you? Well, I hope you're having a wonderful day. And before I say have a safe, pleasant 4th, and this is, what is this, the 250th? Is that it?
Yes, 250th.
250th. Woo, woo, woo. America has been around and been a country for 250 years.
Yes.
And I like to say on this anniversary, it makes me feel good to know that my ancestors came to this country by boat. I was on the last boat, my ancestors, and I think it was called the Jesus. I had gotten my blood work done. What was the thing years ago? And that's when I found out, like for real, who I was. And it just makes me good, in spite of all the chaos and everything that's going on around us. Who is America? Who is not an American? I can tell you, baby Crone and I are 100% American.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because my ancestors, I'm her mom, my ancestors has, and at the time, my husband's ancestors, they were from this country. My family lineage is definitely slave. Definitely. And it just makes me feel good to know that I am a true American. Say it, baby Crow.
Yes, I am a true American.
We're true Americans, no doubt about where I come from. I just want to say that on our independence, about 250 years. 250 years.
Yes, 250 years.
So, a lot of people complain about being in America. I tell you, there's no other country like it, for good or for bad. It's like you all hate it so much, or you got so much negativity, but all at the same time you don't want to leave because you like the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you, you may not like what I'm going to say, but for people in the country that don't like to be here and don't want to be, don't get on the system. Don't take the Medicare, don't take food stamps, don't take nothing. Work for everything you have. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's sad when people say they hate something, but they feed off the system. You hate it, but you got an American job. It's just happy 4th of July. And this is a special one because no one here on earth, none of us, will be here to see the next one.
True.
Not even a little baby, unless a miracle happened, right? Because we have to wait another 100 years. And so if you're a little baby now, that means you'll be 99, 100, when it comes back again. So, anywho, that's all I wanted to say. Now, I'm shuffling these cards up because I want to talk about Clive Davis. I did watch his funeral, and there were several celebrities that went, but I have to say it, that was, and I'm not racist at all, that was the whitest funeral ever. I didn't think it was going to be like that. I thought it was going to be a lot of black people because Clive Davis has helped and kicked many careers. And I was wondering, and so yes, he helped many black people, Jennifer Hudson, I can't even name them all, Whitney Houston, Brandy, Bruce Springsteen, I just Barry Manilow, Diddy, of course, Alicia Keys, I can't. It's so many. And for that, I thought it was going to be like, I don't know, a black funeral. Mm-hmm. This was a Jewish man, and he had a Jewish funeral. It was very, very quiet.
Yes.
And but my question is, He helped so many. And to see Jennifer couldn't even really complete the song.
Mm-hmm.
And to hear what's her name?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia in the mic,
Mm-hmm.
it was like, how can you hate him? That's
true.
how I felt. I felt like there was nothing really. She was never charged with anything, not in our day, maybe back in the 70s, but he's never done anything or been to prison. He was just a Jewish man that loved music and loved helping people. That's all I get. But at the end, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it because we never caught him with anything.
No.
But I'm curious to know, what kind of man was he? What is his essence? We know he loved music. We know he helped many, many, many people and jumpstart many, Jennifer Hudson, and jumpstart many careers. I can't name them all. I really can't. But he has been the fabric of my life. I mean, he's no more. Mm-hmm. And he done did so much. So it's like, do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? You out there scrounging, and he made mega stars. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
How do you thank him? How do you thank him? And I just think he did so much for our culture and for the culture of the world. I mean, the United States. Mm-hmm. And it just makes you think he had a large turnout, and he had a lot of people were there. I just want to know his essence. Was he a really nice guy? Is that?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Not did he help people? Was he wicked? Mm-hmm. Was he a wicked person? Did he do wicked things? Well, we don't know that.
No, we don't. But the cards will tell us.
The cards will tell us. Last, Clive Davis, you was the man that used to can.
Okay.
Here we go. Ooh. So, he's going up to yonder. Okay. All right. This has got to stop now. Okay. They just new deck. That's why.
Oh,
I've been shuffling them yesterday because you shuffle, constantly shuffling. Okay. So here we go. This is Clive David. He was the Queen of Pentacles.
Oh, interesting.
He was a queen. Money. He was a queen. So does that mean he was gay? That's what the card says. He was a queen with money and power and influence. Right?
Yeah.
What was my question?
Was Clive Davis a wicked person?
Was he wicked? Let's see. Okay. And this is what I see. I can only tell you what I see. I see a queen. I think I'm only I wouldn't have said. Before I go on, let me make this clear. And Baby Crow, you can concur if this is true.
Okay.
When we read tarot, or when I read tarot, whatever story is made, it's made from the cards. It ain't like if the card can't paint a story, it's made from the cards. So here is the queen. So I'm saying he could have been a queen because he had money and he had power. Also, I see deception. He wasn't honest. Also, I see the resurrection. he died and he's facing judgment. This is just what I see.
Yep.
And last, the wheel of fortune has spoken. Why? He died. 95 years old. And I'm wondering, from where it looks, all these are major arcanas but one.
Yep.
And what I'm wondering is, he seemed like well loved, but it seems to me that he was shisty. Or a little not honest, because the devil shows up. And after the devil shows up, we know he died, and yet we see judgment. And so this judgment lets me know that when I see judgment, this is somebody who did it their way. And judgment is about what happens after your death. All these are metaphors, because we don't know what happens after you die. We only believe to know. No one knows. No one has really came back from death. I've even had a near-death experience, but no one has come really back from death. I don't care if you stay dead 5 days, because there had to have been a bridge you didn't cross. Because in death, there is a state that you reach. It's no return. It's no return. You done gone too far away from the cord, and it's no way coming back. No way. Like, what do you mean? You don't know anybody that has been dead for a month in the ground, buried, without a drug or anything like that, and come back alive and tell us, walk the streets, come to their home, even if they wasn't embalmed. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have near-death experience, which gives us a glimpse to what could be. But nobody knows for sure, because the dead don't come back. Not without a miracle, a phenomenon. And there have been many people who died and have experienced, who have tasted death, but they haven't fully died. Their heart may have stopped breathing, their brain, whatever. Their brain couldn't have stopped living, because they had to have some brain activity to be able to recall what was happening to them. Do you agree?
Yes.
So where am I going with all this? I'm going with this judgment card. And this judgment card lets me know that this person has to make what's wrong right at death. You make what's wrong right. And how? By acknowledging what you did. By acknowledging what you have done and owning it. That's what the resurrection is about. Knowing what you did, accepting what you did, acknowledging what you did. And so you can move on. There is no secrets in death. And here in this card, I see the devil, which is nothing but deception and play on the psyche. And I see judgment. A person that know to do some things, knew, but didn't. There were things he should have done. He know it. I don't know this man. I have no beef with this man, but I'm just reading cards. And for that, karmic death. Maybe, I don't know the last 5 years of his life or the last 10 years. He could have been suffering with his health. We don't know. See, did he suffer with his health? How did he die? But it seems to me he was a conflicted soul.
Oh, yes. He had some respiratory issues.
See, he died a conflicted soul. Conflicted. Bothered. Conflicted. And when I say conflicted, meaning he was in flux over a lot of things, over what he remembered. I don't know that he didn't die of Alzheimer's, did he?
No, it just said he died from an age-related illness, and it was following a brief hospitalization of an upper respiratory infection.
Yeah. See? And I see a karma card. And that karma let me know he paid his debt or died. I don't know if he paid his debt on life, but I do know the cards are saying that in this life, he did some things that wasn't honest. He did things that was not right. Now, what the John Hickey Stotts is this?
Yep.
I just go by what the card said. Now, let's see. Now, he was deceptive. Was he deceptive to the people that he helped?
That's what I want to know.
Here, it seems like he rushes in like if he thought it was money to be made off of you. I don't know. This is the best way I can explain this card. I can't say he's dashing in because it's coming with a story. Like if he saw talent, he's going to do whatever he can to get that talent and make as much money as he can off of that talent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me, was he a billionaire?
Let's see.
Or a multi-millionaire?
A millionaire.
He was a
multi-millionaire.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So he was a multi-millionaire, okay? And it shows me that he loved it, but he was business first. In other words, he was about the money. If he didn't feel like he can make money from you, you're getting cut. I don't know. I'm just
kind of cut through.
You're getting cut. If you can't pull in a certain amount of time, and if you notice, everybody who he helped was mega superstars.
That is true.
Every last one of them. So now, in his present, well, he's dead now, but let's say Saturday, when did he die?
June 22nd.
June the 22nd.
Yep, and his funeral was just
he was dead that long?
Yep, and his funeral was July 1st.
Wow. 22nd, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2.
No, just 5 days.
Oh, 5 days. Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I thought that Jews just put them in, like when you die, they put you in the ground within 24 hours. That's what, 24 to 48 hours. That's what I thought, but what do I know? But anyway, an empress.
Okay, we're back to that queen.
Back to that queen again. I think he was gay. I do. What do you think?
Yep, can't beat that.
I can't beat it. He seemed like he was a queen. A queen, maybe not in the way that he dressed, but in his mannerisms or the way that he spoke. And it just seems to me that he was like a mother figure.
Okay.
Or a father figure for those that he helped. Or a best friend. He seemed that way. Now, that's in his presence, but since his presence is no more, let's see here in his death. Did he die in peace? He's gone. And
like the wind.
And it just seemed like, from what I'm reading, he died rapidly. Like by the time they put him in the hospital, I don't know, 1 or 2 days or whatever whatever his death was, it was rapid. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? It was, I mean, he could have been sick for many, many years, but his death was rapid. I see that he was loved. He was loved. He was loved. And on this card right here, and even though he's no longer with us, I just want to know, is he at peace? I'm going to tell you what I see. I don't know. He seemed like he died a broken man, sad. sad, hurt, humiliated. Hurt. What do you see, baby?
Yes, most definitely. It goes back to you talking about how his death could have been rapid.
The death was rapid. I'm not saying he didn't suffer. I mean, he suffered, but I'm saying he had a heart condition. And I'm saying when it came time for him to die, it could have been like a couple of weeks or a week. It was like boom, 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 he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom, just gone.
Mm-hmm. And then paired with the judgment and the wheel of fortune and the devil, it's all showing that even in his death, it's a paying karma debt.
It's a paying karma. Let's see. The base. He was about money, that's for sure, because here and here, he was about money. And I think it just seemed like maybe he had a problem. I think sometimes people try to be fair, but maybe he wasn't as fair.
Okay.
He was a businessman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was a businessman. So out of all this reading on someone that is deceased, I want to make it exciting, but I just don't even know what.
Well, the cards really answered your question.
They just answered my question.
But I want to know, despite all of that, did all his negative energy overcast his good deeds, or like what he's done?
That's a good question. It just seemed like no, because he was working up until he couldn't work anymore. You know, and from what I gathered, there's lucrative, and they give a party, some kind of party, and I think he said that he still wants this party to go on. And speaking of parties, a lot of people feel like when Whitney Houston died, they should have canceled the party. Well, for me, if I planned a party and I died, show up, please. Don't let that band, the money, the food go to waste. Party like it's 2038. I want that. Mm-hmm. You understand? I wouldn't want you to postpone it for me. Party. You got the rest of your life to grieve. But I wouldn't want you to grieve. I want you to party and remember me. Be festive. I would, I would want that. You know how I feel about that.
You didn't die on a sad day.
Don't make my day sad, because I lived my life. I did things, I've seen things, I've been places. Yeah, I still got a lot left in me, but nothing compared to the youth. Nothing. So here we see this man, he was old, and people coming up with all these charges against him. I'm not saying he don't deserve it. I'm not. I don't know. I'm just saying, how do you thank someone?
Exactly.
That has taken you from crayons to perfume? How do you thank someone to do that? Mm-hmm. You're struggling, and they take you and make you a superstar. It ain't like they came out and said, Clive was doing this to me and Clive was doing that to me. You know, he's just a businessman. And he probably was cheeky. He probably was a businessman. He probably was cheeky. He probably was fresh. You know, he probably said sexual things. You know, he probably did. Mm-hmm. You know, also, he was gay. So maybe women wasn't his taste, and he saw the beauty in women and maybe wanted to make them the best he can. Because there are gay men that I knew coming up. They were so into women's dress and makeup. They wanted to see us pretty. They wanted to put their looks on us. Mm-hmm. So that's how I see him. That he wanted to he lived his life, and I don't know, but I'm lost for words on this one.
Yeah, because like the question I had just asked, despite the devil and the judgment that he went through, he still had a legacy that he left behind.
He left a big legacy. And, I looked at Alicia Keys. She couldn't even sit. She was crying. And to even see Jennifer Hudson couldn't finish the song. She finished it, but she struggled. And he meant a lot to these people. A lot. And so I decided that I'm not going to be mad at him. He's gone. He's no part of this world anymore. He's gone and never will return again. Not as Clive, anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Clive is gone. And the magician. He got so many. He was a mover and a shaker.
He was.
He made things happen. He made things appear and disappear. Isn't that what magicians do?
They do.
They make things appear and they make things disappear. He was very, very good at his craft. But I definitely see overall, I see cards that are very, very complex in a way in nature. So I'm assuming that he was a complex man. I'm assuming that he had issues with his identity of his sex. Because the cards are showing up here with feminine energy. However, the feminine energy was mental and he can move swiftly mentally when it came down to music. He was a beast. He was a beast. He has so many black people. He was a beast. I have to say it. He was a beast. And there is no one like him. At least yet. Because there's always somebody that's going to come up, be bigger and stronger, louder and wiser as the old pass away. So, you have any other questions, baby Crone?
No, I don't think so.
So, what you think of this reading?
Yeah, I thought
it was very somber.
Yeah,
what did you think of
I found it interesting because I wasn't expecting the cards to blatantly answer the question like that.
It just answered it. And as a matter of fact, with the Wheel of Fortune, that was his future. So that means, do he pay karma debt in another life? Because it's so weird that that the karma leaves off in his future and he's dead. So that lets me know he was the magician. He worked hard. He did a lot. So I want to know if there's a place called heaven or a place of goodness. Is he there?
That's a good question.
Again, I'm going to tell you what I see. See that? To me, it's like, I'm going to say it the way I can explain it with the hermit. It's like he's in purgatory. Like the Catholics, like a place you go before, when you're dead, you go, and that's where you are sentenced, if you believe these things. But I'm just trying to make sense out this card. And let me try one more time. Let me look at the bottom. Let me look at the bottom first. See, I can't lie. I'm trying. Not that the Hermit is a bad card, but the Hermit is separated. The Hermit is a seeker. He's looking for something. He's at ease. When your mind is searching, you're not all there, right? So this is it. It just seems like he's waiting, like he's in a waiting room or purgatory or a place of judgment. I don't know if these things are true. I'm just reading the cards at this point. Last one. Last one. He don't know. The cards are saying It's like the best way, you don't have to believe this if you don't want to, but the best way I can explain what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing, it's like he's in a resting place. He's gone, but it's like he's in a resting place waiting for something. I will say this for Christians, maybe waiting for judgment. As for me, it's like he's dead and in a waiting place, as a place of nothingness, but not afraid, not tormented, but just in a place of waiting. I don't know. Can you elaborate on what I'm trying to say, baby girl?
Yes and no.
Try it.
Yes, in the sense of it's giving. I understand what you mean by I see it as like a limbo or like in between.
Right, in between. Right.
But trying to think of what could be become ahead
because of his life. Like maybe the books are open, and maybe he's waiting to go to judgment, or maybe there is no such.
So maybe waiting to receive the judgment.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And maybe it's nothing at all. But unfortunately, I don't believe that. I don't. And it ain't predicated on religion. Religion gives me a story, but I'm not. It's only for one reason and one reason only, that I stand flat-footed. Energy never dies. And we are energy. And when the breath left his body, it's like he's in a limbo place, a place maybe where he can't see, a place that maybe is dark, a place where he's been wounded. This is what I'm getting. These are the 3 cards that I picked for this.
Yep.
Tell me what you see, baby Crone. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Before we close out, the first card came out with the Wheel of Fortune because that's a karma card, right? It could be positive, it could be negative. It's how you lived your life. Or for us, when the karma card comes up for us, it's like, because if I look at the cards and I say, okay, I'm going to look at his past, present. If I look at his present, this is him, this is his past, this is his present. So I'm looking at the future, and the future has karma. If I go back and I look at the past say he stands in judgment. If I go back and I look at where he was when his present state, when he died, it said devil.
Mm-hmm.
And that means deceptive. He wasn't an honest person like that. Maybe at times, but he wasn't honest. He was a businessman, but he did wonderful things. That's why I'm saying, how do you thank someone?
Yep.
He was not a perfect man.
That's what happens when money's involved.
Money. And then this came up as somebody that had to make choices or had to deal with something and didn't want to deal with it, and closed their eyes, guarded their heart. They didn't want to deal with it. And now they're faced with it all. Somebody is faced with it. You can't, from this card and this card, from this card, at a place of seeking, at a place of wanting to know. This card is a place of not able to see or being afraid to see of who you are and what you've done and what you did. And then you have, now that if you've seen it or watching it or waiting for it, it's mental. Even though we are spirit, we do have recollection.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? That is the pure essence of us. And the essence left. And I think that he left, and I'm just going to say it, he was a perplexed man.
Yes, indeed.
He was perplexed. I think at 95 years old, I think this is what I do think. I think that when Diddy got in trouble, and I think that when they showed Clyde, my mind is going back. When they showed Clyde, they showed him he was doing really, really bad. And I think the thing of Diddy and his name, I think it really took a monumental thing and dampened his health. I truly believe that. And I do believe that he was conflicted in many things. And I do believe that he felt the way about Diddy going to jail. I believe that. And I believe that overall, he was a good person. Overall. That's what I believe, that had his demons. Because how do you judge someone that done so much marvelous work? So me, I'm just going to say, I think he did a lot for many people. And I think it will stand to him. I think it would be charged as credit.
Yes.
In his favor. And I believe that as that Wheel of Fortune, I think that when they look at all the deeds, I think that his good deeds will outweigh his bad deeds. That's what I think. But if you like this reading, please give us a thumbs up. We so appreciate it, definitely. If you have a comment, please leave it down below. If you haven't subscribed, please become a sunflower and be a part of the sunflower seeds and spiritual goodness in the earth. And last, if you haven't hyped us up, by all means, please hype us up. Please do hype us up. Subscribe to us. And don't forget to thumb us up. Hey, sunflowers. And as I say that, I just send peace and blessings to Clive's family, friends, and loved ones. And to Clive, may you find peace.
Yes.
And that's all I have to say. Sunflowers.